I remember reading the
this
script
incredible
and immediately being like, this is a character I think I could play. Whenever I look for a character, I need to feel like there is a depth to them, that there is an emotional arc that I can play. There's like a journey that they go through during the movie, and I felt like Luke was this incredibly hurt, incredibly flawed young man with just so much trauma, but at the same time with like so much love to give, and just, you know, had real sort of trust issues, and just needed someone to kind of positively influence him to kind of open up, and I just thought, okay, whoever gets to play this is going to have a real gift on their hands, and I really, really want this to be me because I think I can do it. And it scared me, which, to be honest, anytime I read a script, I'm like, oh, this is both exciting and terrifying. I know I really want to do it. So then it was just about trying to convince everyone else that I was the right guy for the job.
I was going to ask, how did that audition come about for you? Was it a long process?
Well,
did you kind of walk away being like, oh, I got it? Like,
I mean, listen, that's a very that's a dangerous disposition to have in this line of work, because you get rejected 90% of the time, especially when you're starting out, you know. The first audition I felt like went well, but I felt like there was I taped for it initially, and then I had a callback with Sophia and with Liz, the director, amongst our producers, Les and Elisa. And Sophia's kind of talked about the fact that she kind of, from that point, knew that I was the guy she wanted, but Liz, our director, was not entirely sold. And I just love working with directors. I think, you know, as an actor, I'm very collaborative. I like to sort of hear what they have as an idea, and you know, really you kind of meet somewhere in the middle in the end of what the character should be. And so I came back in after I had a meeting with Liz. She gave me these notes, and I took them on board, and Sophia and I did a bunch of improv where we were kind of basically trying to push each other's buttons, and we found out that we were very good at doing that. So yeah, it was kind of a couple-week process, but it happened pretty quickly, and then it was about trying to just like get me out to the US during COVID times. So it was a roller coaster, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, and it's so crazy because I know that you and Sophia had a lot of Zoom meetings ahead of time, but you didn't actually meet until the day or the night before you began shooting, right? Which is wild, Nicholas, because your chemistry is so insane and electric in this film. So how did you establish that rapport and that vibe together, especially not even being together?
Yeah, it's look, chemistry is a really interesting thing, because I kind of feel like it's not something you can really teach. You kind of have to have some sort of spark as people, and some, yeah, I think we were both just really open to playing with each other at first, and you know, oftentimes in these scenes it's about Luke and Cassie wanting to take control and to sort of lead the scene, and so, you know, throughout the process there was a lot of that, and Liz was just like, you know, so overjoyed to kind of push each other in a sense. And yeah, it's a very bizarre thing that you're gonna play characters who are so close and so intimate with each other, and you don't spend a considerable amount of time with them, and that was something I was kind of, you know, not ashamed to admit. I was like, okay, is this gonna be, is it gonna feel real? Is it gonna feel right in the moment when I actually get to California? But yeah, we sort of picked up where we left off on all the Zoom rehearsals, and yeah, it just was never it was never our issue, really. Sophia and I, we just I think that's it just made it so fun to come into work every day and know that I had like a great scene partner who was going to push me.
Yeah, no, it was amazing to watch. Like I said, the chemistry was just, you don't find that a lot when you watch things. As a viewer, as someone who loves film and TV, sometimes I find myself watching things and I'm like, okay, I get the casting, but I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Every now and again, this sort of couple actors will come along who really just understand each other in a way. You know, I think of like in recent times, like a Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, I think are just really great together. And it's like the first time they worked together, people probably wouldn't have known how electric it really would have been. But yeah, it definitely makes the prospect of working with Sophia again a fun